Hey friends, welcome to our Faithfully Blended podcast. My name is Alex, and this is my beautiful wife Sam. And today's episode, we're going to speak about surrogacy.
Yes. So surrogacy has been something that has always been on my heart. We are entering our second journey. And with this episode, we kind of just wanted to navigate through like what our first journey looked like, what got us to that point, and then Alex's perspective of it, and then also like, why are we going to a second one? So we're just going to get started. Surrogacy, just think about you have a surrogate and you have intended parents. The intended parent creates the embryo. The embryo, it goes inside the surrogate, it's implanted, you get a positive pregnancy test, and boom, you're pregnant. You carry a baby for a family, 9 months, then boom, here's your child, have fun.
Hi, baby. So I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. So what made you want to become a surrogate?
For me, it was, I've had successful pregnancies, and there was just like this thing on my heart where I was able to provide, bless a family with a child. And I was like, my body can do it. So why not?
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So, question for you.
Okay.
So when I presented surrogacy to you and how my heart was being led to this, what were your thoughts? Like your initial thoughts? Initial thoughts.
So you're going to put me on the spot here. So my raw initial thought was, okay, what is surrogacy? I know you gave us a quick rundown at the beginning here, but for me it was like, okay, what is surrogacy? Like, what does it mean? And then when you kind of gave me the quick rundown at first, it was like, hey, I'm going to care for another parent, and this is the reasons why. And for me it was more like, I'm supportive of what you do regardless. Yeah, you are. But for me, it was more of, okay, let me do my research of what it actually is, and then how it happens. And as a guy, you think, okay, you can have a kid for somebody else. Like, hold on, how we know how you have kids, the other type of way. But as far as for me, like when I did research and they kind of explain, okay, this is the embryo, and they implant the embryo in you, and then that's how, you grow and have the kid.
Yeah, God just makes it do what it do.
Yeah, make it do what it do. So yeah, for me, it was somewhat of a shocker. But then again, I was like, you know what, hey, I'm for it. Whatever you feel in your heart that you want to do, I'm here to support it. So
yeah,
definitely.
I love that about you.
I'll definitely write that for you.
So now I'm pregnant. Right? During the first journey, I'm not pregnant now, but during my first journey, I'm pregnant. What were like your favorite things about the pregnancy?
I'm cute. PG-13. The favorite thing for me, it was like I said, we have 6 kids, but we don't have one ourselves. For me, it was just experiencing how you were pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people have different, mood swings, attitudes, or don't want to be bothered, or certain food cravings. And I don't think we really had any kind of food cravings for real that I can think of. And you were just, like it was just the regular, day to day. You still try to be a Wonder Woman, Wonder Mom, in the house, cleaning everything, even with the belly. But overall, it was a good experience. We're like, man, like if we would actually have our own child together, it would have been a good experience. And that right there was probably one of the best part of it, just experiencing that journey within those 9 months of you being pregnant. So
I agree, especially because we agreed, like when we first got together, we had a lot of conversations about do we grow our family or do we not, and we came to an understanding and agreement that we were like 6 is plenty. 6 is plenty. We loved our dynamic. But it was really cool that we were able to share a pregnancy together and take the time off.
Yeah, to kind of
leave was amazing. Be able to have time off and no baby to care for.
No baby to care for. It was just us, just relaxing.
That was like the time of our life.
Spending time with each other. Yeah. Uninterrupted.
Right.
Yeah.
But so I think it was really cool that we were able to experience pregnancy. But we already knew how to be a parent. We already channeled parenting together with blending our family.
Babies to not necessarily teenagers, but toddlers, preteens, and just being a kid.
Yeah.
So
how do you feel like our kids took it?
I think they took it really well.
Yeah.
They really took it really well because especially what you did with the books, kind of educating them, because there are books out there on Amazon and any bookstore where it gives you the information to give your kids, where it explains surrogacy to them. And I think it did it real well, where they were reading it and they said, okay, hey, Sam is pregnant, but it's not, we're not gonna have like another brother, another sister. So it's more of like, oh, okay, she's carrying because this particular family is unfortunate they can't have their own kids. So I think that helps them understand, like, hey, oh, this is not our brother or sister coming.
It definitely helped with like navigating conversations in childlike terms, or to just direct other people's questions, because let's be real, like you see a belly and you're like, oh, how far along are you? Oh, are you having a baby brother or sister? All the time we would go out like, oh, congratulations, guys. We just went with it. Like we're adults, we know what it is, we can go with it. But for kids, it could be confusing. So the book really helps with like directing those conversations or those questions to us to answer those for them. So I think the book really helps.
It's very helpful. So if you're thinking about going through that journey, we definitely recommend.
Yes, we can drop a couple links
at the bottom, so you can kind of see what those books are, and it's very, very helpful. So any questions the kids have, you can generally give them that answer, but have them read, look at the book. It definitely goes into details of how it works.
Yeah.
All right, so baby, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
And I know you get asked this question all the time.
I know what you're gonna ask.
Yeah. So with being a surrogate, that natural mother instinct, that natural mother attachment to the baby.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? How do you cope with that attachment?
So, so when you go through a huge psych evaluation, I don't know if you remember, but it was like a 3-hour test. Yours wasn't as long.
It was short. Mine was short.
But mine was a 3-hour test. So you're under a lot of like lights just to make sure like you are mentally prepared, because you can get attached. Like you're growing a whole baby inside of you. Yeah. But, for me, it was like, okay, I knew we were done. Our seasons, we were not starting over. So that season of our life was done, and this baby has no genetic ties to either one of us. So I was literally just nurturing this baby, carrying this baby to term, delivering the baby, and here you go, Mom. Congratulations. And so knowing that the baby was not genetically tied to either one of us, I think also helped. But everything that the agencies put you through are super helpful, prepare you for that. With the first journey being such a success.
Oh, yes.
We're going to do another one.
Oh, second journey, part 2.
We're doing another journey. We're going through a different agency this time, so I'm super excited.
Yes.
We're in the early phases, like the pre-matching stage. So we've already done our psych eval, and we got clearance on that. So super excited. Another
journey under our belt, and it's exciting. Going through the process of meeting the attendant parents, seeing how there are a lot of awesome parents out there that unfortunately they can't have a child due to certain medical situations. But it's great to see, get to meet with them, get to speak with them, and kind of understand, hey, this is the reason why we want another child.
And just being able to be that resource. Be that carrier,
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So we're super excited.
Very excited.
The kids seem excited.
Yeah.
We talked to them about it. Transparency is the best policy in most situations. Most, not all. But so with this, it's just preparing them. Preparation is key with children, and it makes it easier for them to adapt. So they're cool with it.
And they see how the first one was, so they know what to expect. So there's no need to be like, well, so they're good with it. So,
I think they like that there's no crying baby.
Oh yeah, definitely. But some of them they love to kind of take care of. So
too much.
So that wraps up this podcast. Like we said in our previous podcast, if you have any questions that you want to ask us, definitely drop them down in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and also, like I said, we're gonna look at the questions, and we're gonna answer those questions in our next podcast. Definitely.
Any topic. I don't think there's any topic off limits.
Yeah. So if any topics from our previous podcast that you wanted to kind of, throw it in there, definitely put it into this comment as well. When we have our next podcast, we'll definitely have your answers for you. And at this point, we're about wrapped up.
Yeah.
So
Surrogacy
edition coming soon. So definitely stay tuned, and we'll get right back with you guys. Yeah, baby.